Good morning, this is Sean. Thank you so much for clicking back onto my channel. So let me tell you what I did last week. I went to a birthday party with my friend Joyce, who you have not seen on camera but has been with me on camera. Her sister was having her 40th birthday. She asked me if I was free to go to a paint and sip class, And so I said, sure, why not? So this was a place in downtown Chicago. It's called Creativesippin, and it was Naughty's Ladies Night, male model, and twerk class. So you got to sip and paint a male model, a live male model, and you got a twerk class at the end. So I was like, well, that's an experience. I've always wanted to go to a live painting. I did not mention to my husband that it was going to be a live model. He wouldn't have cared, but I was like, he doesn't need to know the particulars. I just said, listen, I'm going to go to a paint and sip class. I've been to quite a few of those before. So he's like, yeah, go ahead and have fun. So, you don't want to act like you are a 12-year-old schoolgirl, right? And of course, my friend wanted to make sure it's first come, first serve, seating only. And there was another group that was having a birthday party. You could bring in food and all that stuff. And so I felt really bad for the teacher because these women were just ogling over Mr. Aries. That was his name, Aries. And, the drapes go down so you can't see from the outside. And Mr. Aries showed up. We got to see what we were going to be painting. This is not for kids. This episode is not for kids. I think I will take a shot and try to make sure that I don't make it too naughty. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but I may do it from the groin up, my finished product. Anyway, so Mr. Aries shows up, and he has... he's a chocolatey man, and he's wearing a black cowboy hat, and he's naked. He's all the way naked. And I'm trying not to look, but he was a really good model to paint after. It was a very nice model to paint after. And he's at a full erection, like full on salute. And I'm wondering, oh my God, how is that happening? So I'm trying not to stare because I think it's rude. But, all these women, it's like you're oogling at a piece of meat. And my eye is caught on his crotch. And I'm wondering, how is he maintaining an erection? And I want to figure it out without staring, So he's got a cock ring on, and it was weird because it's right there at the base, and it's red, but up against his skin when you wasn't looking at it, I was like, what is wrong with him? Because it looked like it was raw, like at the base. But then I had to really look at it, and I was like, oh, that's what it is. And he stood up there for a long time, we're asking him if he's cold. He's like, no, he's not cold. And, my friend's asking him if he like a drink of lemonade. He's like, no, I'm good. And then we're all painting, and, they're taking us through how to paint all the different things so we can have the structure of the male model. And we're told we cannot take pictures while he's up there, but we can take pictures when he steps down. So he does step down, and he wraps himself with a towel, and he comes and he greets and socializes with the ladies and takes pictures and all that. He is a stripper. So towards the end of his time, he gave out his cards, and if you want to do parties or anything like that, or any kind of private stuff, he would do that. I was like, oh my God, okay, go ahead, get your money, man. Get your money, black man. And so that was an experience. I got to check that off my bucket list because I kind of always wanted to go to a live painting. It didn't matter to me if it was male or female, but it was all ladies. So we had a male. Sorry about the light. We had a male. So I was like, oh, I can check that off my bucket list. And then we had a twerk class. So they moved all the paintings and the tables and the easels and the paint and all that stuff. And then a lady came in. Her name is Cookie, and she's very well known in Chicago. And it wasn't actually Cookie, but a teacher from the twerking class named Cookie. She's evidently well known, and evidently there were a lot of people that knew who was going to be there because, okay, we were told to wear something comfortable. So I have my gym stuff, and let me just say, I am not a twerker. I've never been able to twerk. I've never wanted to learn how to twerk, but that part has never come naturally to me. But the class was so much fun. And I burned like 300, because I had my Fitbit on, and I burned like 300 calories from all that gyration and moving and all that stuff. But I was like, you know what? I want to go back and go to a class, because you got to find your inner stripper, you got to find your spirit animal stripper, I think my stripper name would probably be Destiny. That sounds like a good stripper name. But a lot of girls had the booty cutter shorts and the crop top, and fishnets underneath the short shorts, and boots. And I was like, now see that you gotta have the whole costume in order to twerk. I felt very stupid in my sneakers and trying to do this routine, but it was a lot of fun. Judgment free zone, they were having a twerk off, and ladies from all sizes and all ages was doing their thing, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of good female energy. So that's what I did, and I had a great time. So if you want to do something different, something with a lot of fun, with some good friends that don't mind letting their hair down and having a good time. And it was so funny because you could tell how old I am. I hadn't heard any of this music, so while they were doing certain things, I was shazamming. So I got my music now that I can reference. But it was a lot of fun. So that is the story that I wanted to tell you. Mr. Aries was nice to look at. A good time was had by all. Nobody was hurt during the making of the paintings, and yeah, that was a lot of fun, especially after being cold in Chicago. We are experiencing ice now, but it's all well and all good. So I hope you enjoy that story. Let me know if you've had an experience where you're painting a live model, and how did that go. Take care of yourself and each other. Have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Lover's Day. It happens to be my anniversary, so I hope everybody's getting their things together if you like to celebrate Valentine's Day, all right? Take care of yourself and each other. Bye.